3mm. You got 4 individuals.
You can make it here in America if you're willing to try.
I'm with you, the American people.
A new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
Now we are in danger of being swamped by Muslims.
G'day and welcome to the Cunspiracy podcast. My name's Josh Wade, and on this week's episode we have JACKO Brazier. Brazier. I watch too much porn. Today's episode is short and sweet. We only had a really small window to get JACKO, so I appreciate him sitting down for a chat with us. We spoke about making it on YouTube, Vine, social media, lots of different things. I guess you'll see. It's an interesting chat because, I come from a part of social media which is normally, I don't know, no one wants to touch us because we say cunt. And JACKO's gone a different direction with his stuff. So it was interesting for me to be able to get an idea on what he's doing because essentially I could have, gone and done that style. I'm doing this style. So it's nice to hear the flip side of the coin and how that all works. I do get a lot of people asking me how to start a YouTube channel and, what do you have to do? And essentially, you just have to fucking do it. And we speak to JACKO a little bit more in depth about that. So if you're someone out there that has a YouTube channel, which I'm guessing most of you do, and you take part in the community, but you don't have a video out yet, then this is a really interesting story on someone's rise to success. So if you want to check it out, this is an episode for you people. If you just want to hear me talk about Yowies and Bigfoot, you're probably not going to enjoy this shit. But I appreciate it if you stick along the ride. Stay on the ride. You know what I'm saying. We've had a big week. I just finished up here at the Sydney Comedy Festival. It's been a really great run. So if you came to one of those shows, thanks again. I'm going to be touring around the country later on this year. So if you want to find out more about those dates, you can go to my website, cunny.tv, and sign up to the mailing list, and I'll send you out the dates when they are announced. Otherwise, if you want to be a good cunt and support us on Patreon, please do. It does cost money to make, and we do need your support. And I want to thank everyone that's been supporting the show so far. There's a bunch of you out there. If you do support the show, you get to join a private Facebook group, which we do a live stream on every Tuesday. So come and join that. Plus, you get to see the videos a little bit earlier than everyone else and all that sort of, good bits and pieces. Otherwise, the show is available on YouTube, iTunes, and Android. The links will be down below. Otherwise, take care and enjoy the show. G'day and welcome to the Cunspiracy Podcast. My name's Josh Wade. On today's episode, we have Jackson.
Oh, I like that intro.
JACKO. Do you get called Jackson much?
Yeah, by girls that don't like me anymore.
Yeah,
and
well,
my mother.
Well, fucking welcome, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I'm a woman that doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Thanks for having us. We're in your Airbnb here in Brisbane.
My makeshift studio Airbnb.
Yeah, you've done well. You've got a studio over there, and then we pulled this table from outside.
I had to wipe it down a bit.
Yeah, that's okay. You wiped it down, so you did more than what I did, setting this fucking thing up.
Yeah, you sat there on your phone in the corner.
Yeah, I did. Reading. There's a bookcase over there as well with a book in it. Get this, there's a book in there called Seeking Jesus but Finding Allah.
What's so funny? I bought that from home.
Well, and he's a religious man as well. So anyway, welcome to the show. Now, you make YouTube videos, yes? How long have you been doing that for?
Been making YouTube videos for a couple of years now.
Did you make them through high school?
No.
No.
Oh. No, I didn't. I did started on Vine, actually.
Oh, okay,
as you might know.
Yes.
That thing died, though, so RIP. But, yeah, I did that, and I was too scared to make YouTube videos because I was like, all my mates are going to think I'm an idiot. So I just never did.
Why? Why would you think?
I was already an idiot, though, so it was just
Yeah, you were
pointless.
making Vine.
No, even before Vine at high school, I was just like, there's always one. It was probably you too, like the biggest dickhead in the class. And yeah, I was like, well, why shouldn't I film it?
Right.
Get more people to watch.
So I suppose, were you making Vines in high school?
No. Because I started making Vines 2 years out of high school. So I was just planning on playing basketball my whole life. So I was like, yeah, I don't need school. I'll just play basketball my whole life.
Right. So you weren't even dabbling in like film work in high school. So it's something that just came after.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Literally came from Vine. Everything came from Vine.
Yeah. Right. There you go. That's happened for a lot of people as well. A lot of them have like obviously
come out of their shell, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's hard. I mean, I've always said, like, I remember at the start when Vine came out, I was like, this is such crap. And now I'm like, well, to be able to put something into 7 seconds, really, like, there's no way I got to do an hour podcast to get my shit out. There's no way I could fit any logical idea into 7 seconds.
It seems like difficult, but you can tell pretty decent story in 6 seconds.
Is it 6 seconds?
Yeah. Well, it used to be 7, and then it went to like 6.5, and then whatever. 6.
Why did they do that?
Just making it harder for us.
Yeah, the fucking dogs. No wonder the fucking thing died.
They're like, where's the last half-second punchline?
Damn it. Yeah. That one thing that you need,
Yeah,
and
I
they just
know.
fucking get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vine bought a few interesting people. Bought the, I'm in my mum's car, that chick.
All like, I feel like all trends in the past 2 or 3 years have been straight from Vine.
They were.
Yeah.
But then it got sort of, maybe the downfall of Vine was like, I remember Facebook, like for me, Facebook was normally the main thing where I had my platform, and I noticed that it was always sort of a rule of thumb that you'd never make a video over 3 minutes. It was always like, no one will watch that. Like 3 minutes is still enough.
Yeah.
Now on YouTube, that was the same, but now on YouTube it's changing. People are making
Longer
like 10,
videos,
20-minute videos, hour fucking podcast.
Who
No,
does
but
that?
no one's watching that. Yeah.
Who the hell makes our podcast?
Shut up, Jackson. But now on Facebook, it's done a total flip where it's like it's old Vine videos, and now it's not even videos; it's fucking memes. People don't even have the time to click play on a video on Facebook. They just want a fucking picture of something.
Because after Vine, like everyone from Vine just moved straight to Facebook skits and made the same Vines, but like a 30 to 40 second thing. So it's just, now I feel like Facebook's all about that stupid 10, 15 seconds of some guy with like a dislocated shoulder running into a wall. So, you know what I mean? Just absolutely stupid stuff. So it's like all the creative stuff has gone to YouTube and like other things like this and stuff.
Yeah. And it's interesting watching, like, you know, the people that would originally be on, like, Vimeo and that, like, these...
Vimeo.
Yeah, no, really, like, these people, they'd be like, I posted on Vimeo, and it'd be, like, some really artistic fucking music and a nice montage. Now that's all going over to YouTube, and now YouTube's seen a loss of people that were... I suppose the quintessential YouTubers, like, you know, with the advertising thing lately and that. And if you're not sort of abiding by a real cookie cutter advertising friendly thing, then, which I can understand. I mean, if it was my website, essentially at the end of the day, they want to become mainstream, and for that, it's got to start to follow. Like, I think they despise the fact that they have people like fucking Filthy Frank and all those people that are the biggest people on there. They don't want that to be their poster child at all.
And all that PewDiePie stuff too, that was just hectic. But yeah.
So what's it like? How old are you now?
23.
23. So what is it like? This is
Looking like a 12-year-old?
No.
Oh, sweet.
It'll give you longevity on YouTube. Jacob Sartorius will start looking older than you in a few months.
Oh, no.
What is it like being a 23-year-old Australian male?
It's great.
Because you're white. You're racist fuck. What is it like being that, but then also, I suppose, you know, you've got to be pretty careful with, you know, what you do and what you say, because you're a business now, whereas once upon a time, like you said, you were just making silly vines and it was the dickhead in class on video. So now that it's turned into a business like it does for most people, you know, is it hard trying to balance a life where you're just being a normal 23-year-old bloke that goes out and has a beer with his friends and is just having a good time, and then also having to like juggle the side of going, publicly I've got to make sure that I sort of, because like as much as no one wants to face that reality, that's essentially what everyone's doing.
Exactly, yeah. It's difficult, but I kind of share everything I do anyway. But
You do?
I do. My Snapchats are quite wild. When I go out, or if I'm in like a...
Are you an alcoholic?
Well, it would seem that way, but there's just got a lot of events for alcohol. No, I'm not an alcoholic.
You can drink a lot.
I'm not an alcoholic. No, I can though. I'm actually quite good at it. It's trained. I'm trained.
Yeah.
No, but my rule of thumb kind of thing is, if I have a video and I watch it through, I'd be like, would my mum watch this and not want to murder me?
Right, okay.
That's kind of... And then I can stay brand safe. I can say... Because my mum, like, if I say the word shit at home, I'm like, don't swear, Jackson, every time, like that. But that's probably saying I should move out at home because I'm 23, but no. I just kind of think, will mum watch, like, would someone's mum be able to watch this? And then it stays family friendly, and it's like, you know...
Mine's the opposite.
Yeah.
I sit there and go, would mum watch this? No? Fucking
Sweet.
post it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Bring the family name down. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, I have a wide range of audience, all the way from probably, like, 10 to 30, 40. So, it's kind kind of like a family
30 and 40.
I have a few 65ers plus.
What?
Yeah. Unless they've just said their age is 65 on the internet, you know.
I fucking hope so.
Same.
Would that creep you out knowing that fucking Geraldine's watching?
Geraldine. Yeah, Carol's sitting in the corner going, ha, ha, ha.
They're sitting there on their Apple TV.
Relatable.
Yeah, you just dab
It's
in.
so
there.
relatable. I was like,
Oh, that's great. Oh, okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
So where's your main demographic sit?
it's actually 18 to 24.
18 to 24?
92% females.
92% female.
I think it's actually gone down to 86, but it was 92.
That's still
It's
pretty
heavy.
impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
checked mine. So on Facebook, I thought it was 60-40, but then I checked my YouTube and it was like the same. It was 90% male, and I'm like, oh. So that's why I've lost a lot of weight. I'm trying to sexify myself up because I'm thinking, nah,
Sex sells,
I've just
mate.
got blokes fucking wanting to fucking fuck me. Which at this point in my life, I'll fucking take anything I can get.
We're running out of people here in Brisbane.
Yeah.
For opposite sex.
Yeah.
It doubles your
After
chances
this
if you actually go for both, you know. Obviously.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's why people are bisexual.
Yeah.
Bi.
Is that the right way to say it?
I don't know if we
wanna
should
say
go
anything
down
bad.
that rabbit hole. Yeah.
Let's not
Are
do
we
that
using
yet.
the right pronouns? Just, okay. There goes your brand deals. But no, we're just joking because it's
kidding.
comedy
It's funny.
podcast.
Laughs.
So where do you want to take this then? Because obviously right now you have
one of the hardest
experienced-
questions.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What was your goal going into it? What's the most, your goal that people would go, that's ridiculous, but you'll get there. So what is it if you've got this far?
Yeah, but like, I'm not 100% in it all, you know.
Okay.
I'm not like, I've wanted to be an actor since I was 1, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like being in front of a camera and acting and stuff. But I've always seen myself as a kind of, like a comical actor, but like a Jim Carrey kind of thing.
Right, okay,
I've
yeah.
always watched him and like, I definitely want to go down that path.
Mm-hmm.
So I am doing some stuff, like some TV stuff and some web series stuff
Mm-hmm.
coming up, and so we'll see where that goes. But also, like, music's a big passion of mine.
Right.
I'm one of those people that like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. You could
So I'm just, like,
do a Ruby Rose.
I'm DJing at the moment too. Like I'm.
Are
Just,
you really?
Yeah, like learning how to DJ because
Right.
it's just like such a easy big market.
Yeah.
I love music. I love going to clubs and jumping
Yeah.
on stage. I always end up on stage when I go to a club. Somehow,
Right. Well,
wherever I am.
I guess that's one of the toughest things for a YouTuber is if they don't come from like a performance background, or if they were never interested in doing live stuff, then essentially like that. So you've got like the MagCon and those sorts of conventions and stuff like that, where essentially you're getting a bunch of people to come to a live event, and most of them don't necessarily have anything to offer other
That's what
than
I mean.
taking a photo. So so you want to move into like being able to translate your YouTube stuff to TV, and then people coming to see you live in some capacity.
Exactly. Well, I feel like my music, that side, I could do that with,
Mm-hmm.
but I also want to have something else. Like I don't want to go to a meet and greet and just stand there and take photos with everyone. I want to be able to entertain people. So
Right.
I've always wanted to entertain. But
So why don't you do a show? Why don't you just get a bar or something with 50 people and just go, I'm going to be doing a show here and it's $10 a ticket, and
because
like,
I don't know what I would do in it.
figure it out, cunt. Because you could.
Hang
Why
on, I'll
couldn't
just
you?
play a few love songs and then I'll talk about other stuff, like,
Dude, the 92% of women on your page would swallow the chair watching that, right?
swallow the
See ya.
Swallow the
They'd be sitting on their asses on the floor by the end of it.
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's there's just like, obviously there's so many different opportunities, and like with travel, and you just get swept into all these different worlds the more you experience stuff and find things more passionate than others. But entertaining people is definitely like number one for me. Just
Right.
trying to create like good content that will make people's day, kind of stuff.
Yep. So you spent a bit of time in
Geez,
America.
that sounds soppy as,
No,
This is getting deep.
It is, yeah. It's a whole hour, mate. and
Josh is
we,
like, oh fuck, I've come to the wrong house here.
yeah, fucking.
Well, let's go.
All right, Jackson, settle. So you're in America recently. Is it like, what would you say is the difference between our small little YouTube community here and social media over there? Was there anything that, you know,
Oh,
did they take
definitely.
it more seriously?
Yeah.
They do. Of
Yeah.
course they do.
Look at us. Yeah, definitely. I think the communities are just a lot bigger and they all do the same kind of stuff. Like in America, pretty much majority of people who are like big or going well right now are like making that safe, funny, relatable comedy, and they all do the same thing. They've all built a community together. There's no real community here in Australia. Like there is, but it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys have a community, like your comedians, like you can all film together, and then there's like
that takes a while to grow as
it
well.
does,
Because
yeah.
in the beginning, I think a lot of people stand
Definitely.
back, and it's not that they don't want to help each other out, but everyone's sort of in their own lane,
doing
and
their own thing. Yeah.
And I feel like there's like we reached a point like now when we're at the comedy festival, everyone's together, and like we've got this really nice solid group where everyone knows like what they want to do and where they want to go, and everyone's found themselves, so everyone's happy to help each other out by that point. Whereas it seems like in America, and especially over in the UK, like it's just like that's what they have to do to succeed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's happened ever since, like, just from Vine. They all grew their groups so quickly, and they're still in the same groups. They all moved into the same apartments together. They all did all this stuff together. So someone would know one person, they'd know the whole crew, and each person would just grow the crew themselves. So the whole squad, or whatever you want to call it, is successful and can help each other out. So, but that doesn't really happen here. It's just like I haven't found anyone else that does the same thing as me here. So I'm like trying to like find mates that are like, I'm filming with like this dude in Melbourne. He's just a model, but like he's got a funny personality, but he doesn't film. He doesn't know how to do all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, come in my videos. I need people anyway, you know. But it's kind of like trying to grow a community already late, like, you know.
Yeah, and I suppose people that fit, you know, what you're able to do as well. Because I feel like, you know, even, you know, I understand that it's a risk for you to even come on something like this. Like it's something that I would, if I was in your position, be a little bit anxious about going. Yeah. You know, so it would be tough going that. Do you feel like you want to, like, when is the right time? I was speaking to Jamie's World about this once. I was like, when is Jamie's World or Jamie Curry going to do like a Miley Cyrus on the world? Like, you know, just go, right, this is what I am now. Like, do you feel like there will ever come a time in your career where you'll go, right, you know, you want to play less of a, you know, PG character? Do you feel like you want to, in 5 years' time, be appealing to the same age group, or do you think your audience will grow with you and you're going to have to evolve with them?
I definitely feel like I'm not really the type of person that's going to come out with, like, you know, I'm going to cut my dick off. You know what I mean?
On the podcast.
I don't think, I think I'm definitely going to grow and learn with my audience. Hopefully they stay with me through all those times. And like, so far it's happened. Like the last 2 years, I've still got people that are commenting on saying, you know, I've been with you since the start. So it's nice to see that. And then you grow new audiences. And, but yeah, I just try and stay appealing to as many people as I can. And it's like what I want to do. It's not like I'm like, oh, I got to film this video for 10-year-olds. Like, you know, a 10-year-old's going to laugh at it and a 25-year-old's going to laugh at it. That's what I'm trying to do. So,
right. But
it's, you don't know. I'm like making the stuff. So if I have an idea, I write it down and I try and make it as funny as I possibly can.
Yep. When did you realize that this became like a business? Like when it reached the, do you know, was there a certain video?
Yeah, I was working 3 days a week.
Right.
I actually,
what did you do?
Funny story. I actually, as I said, I went to play basketball.
Yep.
I worked for my uncle for a year. That job got made redundant. Right. Then I got pretty much given this job because my dad's friend or something.
Yep.
And he's like, do you want to be a sales rep? So I literally drove my Navara around. It was a good gig. I had a phone paid for, car paid for, iPad paid for.
Nice.
And I just drive around and go to mechanical workshops and sell them consumables. Mm-hmm. So like spray cleaner, polish, whatever for help people fix cars.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Do I look like a guy who knows how to fix a car?
No,
like,
you're talking about to a guy that made a career out of being a tradie. That's fucking look at me now.
No. So I'd just walk in and people would be like, does this, do you know if this helps this? And I'm like, well, hello. I had no idea. I had to just ask all the time. But like it worked. I was able to talk people's ears off. Yeah. And
you're a good bullshit artist. Yeah, it was kind of like anyone on YouTube. Exactly. You've got to be a bit of a bullshit artist.
Definitely more a personality thing. And then Vine came, and I found myself just making vines in the car. All my early vines are me driving in my
Right.
my literal outfit
Yeah,
for
I
work.
remember you did a lot in the car.
Yeah, so because I was always in the car and I'd just pull over and make a vine. And then I started thinking about that more. And then, apparently when you hit 50,000 followers on Vine, you could sign up for this thing and they'd give you brand deals. But this was before I
Was this run through Vine? Or was there like,
No, there was
like MCNs like YouTube?
kind of like it was called Instafluence. That was the first one.
Right.
In Instafluence. So they got apps and stuff to pay Viners to make vines for the apps.
Yeah.
And that was like the first kind of brand deals. I didn't know what a brand deal was. That was just what we were doing. So you'd make $500-600 just from like a 6-second video, and that blew my mind. I was like, this is insane, you know, because you were making what, $600 or $700 a week, busting your ass, like driving around to other places. And then I started thinking, how can I take this more serious? And then I started like working with other Viners across the world. That's how I built like relationships. Then you'd have like post dates, start taking it full serious. It was like already a job, like maintaining when you're going to post. I post at 6 a.m. every day because of American times, because no one else did it here. And I just like built a following and got it to like 600, 700,000. And then
On Vine?
yeah.
Wow.
And then it died straight up. But
Had you already started to translate?
I started because I saw it. It was about 6 months before.
You saw it coming, do you feel?
Yeah, because everyone started going to Facebook, and top Viners would only post little bits of their Facebook videos on Vine to promote it. And I was like, well, everyone's quitting, so something else is going to happen. And then and then we got word a few months earlier that it's probably going to be shut down. And then it was stressful times, but I like just had met the right people and was in the right
Well, everyone was going to have to translate anyway.
Exactly.
So
And then kind of started building a following on Facebook a little bit, and then was doing that, and then YouTube kind of kicked off a bit. Instagram and stuff too.
do you feel like that could ever happen to YouTube? Because I wonder that sometimes.
Everyone's kind of stressing out now about the ad thing, companies pulling out and stuff, but I don't think so.
No, I just think the only competition would be like Facebook is great because with the shareability factor, like it's so much more of a hassle to share a YouTube link.
But the algorithms and stuff on Facebook is just ruining it. Like,
yeah, it's constantly changing. Like there were times I was very lucky when I started making videos. I posted in a time where the algorithm was basically your newsfeed was videos. So if you post a video, the engagement levels on that was going to be much higher than anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's going back and forth between.
And you don't know what's going on. You could, put a video out there. You put 7 hours in a day in, think it's awesome, and it'll get nothing, and then you post a stupid video of you doing the splits.
And no monetization either.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Yeah. Like we'd have a studio if I'd had Facebook monetization, and I don't want to be, I don't want to have to try and push a product in every video just so I can live day to day. So that was always tough-ish. But yeah, you don't think that'll happen too?
I think YouTube's like here to stay. I think it's a pretty solid platform. There's nothing else like it.
No, there isn't.
There's just everyone's posting on it. I don't even know how many videos a day would be posted to that.
Right. What would it take? Well, would there be anything that would make you go, "I'm not making videos anymore"? I've never thought about this one myself.
Yeah, this is a really hard question.
Or even in your personal life, is there something that you would go, right? I don't know if this is. Do you love this? Do you love doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, I do. It's very stressful though. When I haven't posted a video in 3 days, I'm like tripping out. But no, I think I'm always gonna.
Right. That's what everyone normally says.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a line
until there's something where maybe I've got something else where everyone from YouTube can watch me do something else, and still like around the same thing, like maybe like obviously acting or something where. So everyone can go and still see me be me, but somewhere else that is more like, I know, like career stable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So so you're not worrying about busting your ass and making all these videos for people and trying to live off it and stuff. Troye
Sivan did a great transition because now like he just doesn't post anything, but he sort of.
But he's got his whole audience following him, whatever he does.
Yeah, but it was a slow. Like if I go look back, and I sort of. Knew what was going on behind the scenes anyway. Yeah. But to see how it would be like, I'll post a video, like it used to be so regular, and then it was like once a month, and then it became like a bit of a special thing when it posted a video, and now it's just clear that everyone's moved over to his audience side. Would you look at someone like him and go, that's sort of a blueprint for where you want to go, in a similar way with posting covers and then maybe it turning into...
Yeah, definitely. Like,
this is down your music alleyway.
Down my music alleyway, definitely. He's done so well with that, keeping everyone, not just like cutting everyone off, and you know, he's obviously an artist and he can sing, so it's like it's not like he's just a YouTuber that's just
he did so well.
Yeah, that's just gone, oh, I'm going to make music now and I can't sing, but it's all going to be produced, and I'll use my audience to buy my singles, because that seems to be the trend. But yeah.
Well, at least you're offering them something instead of just trying to shove some shit down their throat with some fucking... You know, like there's some people...
I feel like YouTube's taken over with like vlogging now too. It's not just... people aren't just sitting down every day and doing like a challenge video or...
Yeah,
like
thank God that prank stage is gone.
Well, it's still there.
It is. It's
some
it's
people.
Facebook now. Facebook's where the pranks are living right now.
But that was... Yeah, good times.
It was good times. It was good times. Well,
it was... Gone wrong. Pranks gone wrong. Every second.
There's just nothing left to do in it.
Yeah.
And still now, like I watch ones now and I'm like, that's been done before. It's not even a prank anymore. It's I guess it's just sort of
a remake,
trying to be
different
just
version.
Extremely outlandish, like going to the hood and like just the phrase
risking
going to the hood,
risking your life for it.
It's something that rich white kids sit there and click on and go, oh, what's this?
Going to the hood. Yeah,
going to the hood.
What's the hood?
Yeah, something you'll never experience.
No.
Well, so what's next? What's foreseeable? Where do you want to be in the next 6 months?
In the next 6 months, my plans are just still growing an audience. I'm traveling a lot, doing some exciting stuff. I'm going to be in Barcelona, Vegas. Just doing
Barcelona and Vegas.
Barcelona, Vegas, America, and maybe Europe, just with some like companies doing some travel stuff.
Right, yeah.
So that'll be cool content to film and vlog. Because, as I was saying, like vlogs have taken over. Everyone's vlogging now. And people are trying to make their life a lot more. And they can, because they're making a living from vlogging. So they want to go and entertain people. So they're doing all these outrageous things in vlogs. So I guess that's going to reach a peak where it's going to have to be something else soon. But yeah, it's cool that you're able to go and travel and film what you're doing every day, and that's a video instead of just sitting down and eating, spicy food or something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we live in a Kardashian era. Kardashian.
There's Kardashians around here.
They are here.
Where are they?
Yeah. Get up, Chloe. But anyway, no, we live in
Scott.
Like I said, I'd take anything
Lamar.
at this point.
Lamar. He wouldn't fit under this table.
Kanye. Yeah. Anyway, so I suppose we live in that time where I've noticed the shift in YouTube, where it was I'd really struggle posting something if I didn't have an idea that I thought was the best idea.
Be viral, yeah.
Yeah, and then I started to realize that was actually that was me shooting myself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because now...
you don't know what's going to...
No.
That's exactly... Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. You could post a video that you've put no effort into and it just blow you up. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And then vice versa. And then, I guess it's not about... It's about documenting now and not just creating.
Exactly.
And it's quantity over quality. People just want something. So
to see,
my question is, do you find, like, not just with yourself, but from what you've seen with other vloggers and that, how much of it is, because I watch someone like Casey Neistat and like it's spectacular how he's able to make it feel so raw, but this guy's set the camera up and then he's run over here and then like acted it out and then done this. Like there obviously has to be some level of acting and personality that you play in it, but like, where do you see yourself, and then what is the most extreme like version that you've seen of someone vlogging? Like, have you ever met someone that you've gone, wow, that's really finessed and
everything's thought out?
You don't have to say names, but
no,
like
definitely
examples.
Me, I'm just kind of like, I'll bring my camera along and
I can tell you just fucking do it.
Yeah, I just do it. And like, if I think of an idea, I'll be like, oh, go over there and come out of here, and you know what I mean? I'll quickly make a little skit. But a lot of my friends over in America, they're like, come over, got a vlog, and then we'll make all their vlogs will just be skits. So there'll be like 4 or 5 skits and that's it. So it's everything scripted. Like they'll full write down a script for you to say in a vlog.
Oh wow!
And it's really thought out, and like it's all comedy. It's funny.
Yes.
So they're pretty much just like essential all vines in a video.
Yes.
And that's kind of started. I don't know if you've heard of David Dobrik.
Yeah, I have heard that. Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
biggest
I know that
vlogger, and he pretty much started vlogging. Like he
Right.
pretty much created vlogging, and just from using his Vine comedy in vlogs. So his vlogs are all 4 minutes 21 seconds, and it's just
I wonder
him.
if that's a weed thing.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I
But
like
21
him.
seconds.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Brand friendly.
Yeah. But no, and he's just stayed doing the same stuff. He's got all his friends in it, so they've got a massive crew. They've just built this whole thing, and they're just massive. Just straight from like it's not scripted, but it's like his brain knowing what's funny and just being like, okay, this is happening now. It's a quick skip. But like, there's definitely people who full on will write a whole paragraph, write a script for you to say in their vlog, where I'll just bring a camera and be like, oh, this would be funny, you know, or something funny happens. I'm like, do that again. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's like sketches. They realize that the format of making a sketch isn't as exciting. So if you can package comedy inside the format of reality TV.
Exactly. And for me, even my own content, I was making those videos where I was collabing, sit down videos, you know, with like different
You've
people.
changed that. I watched your last video and it almost felt like a vlog at the start that then delves into the actual video.
So now it's more vlogs. If you got like half or a quarter of the amount of views on a vlog that you did on a sit down video, it was good because it's more engaging. There's more comments.
Yeah.
But now I won't get half as many views on a sit down video as I would a vlog. So the whole thing's changed where now I've got a vlog, and if I want to do a sit down video, I'll vlog the morning, then I'll do a sit down video in the middle. That would be my clickbait or the title.
Yep.
And then I'll do another day of me doing random stuff because people want to see that more than they want to see me sitting there and go, what's up guys? I'm going to eat Milo with my eyeball today. You know? So yeah.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've done in one of those things? That you sat there and gone, I know I'm just doing this because I know
that I didn't want to do it?
Yeah. Or just anything in particular that you've gone, I know this is, because we've all done it. I know this, I did a podcast with Kurt Coleman. Like, there's things
definitely
out there that you go, look, this is something that I just know is going to, it's not something I would regularly do.
No, he's going to get views.
But yeah, it's going to work.
Definitely.
People are going to click
there was
it.
this massive thing where I built like a third wheel empire. So I don't know if you know like Jess and Gabe, they're like massive.
I've seen them in your videos, yes.
Yeah, many videos. Well, I set them up. So then Gabe was like one of my best mates, and then that all happened, and they blew up, and then I was the third wheel.
Can you hook me up with fucking Lamar? Because after that blowjob under the table, I'm really considering it.
I don't know him, but I can tweet him, see what happens.
Yeah, see what you can do.
Yeah, no. So that, and people were like fascinated about me being like the controversial kind of funny third wheel, because those two are so straightforward, and I was like off the side yelling stupid shit. And
you're the real life Tinder.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'm like, you know, find me a girlfriend, like stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like didn't blow me up, but like got me a whole lot of traction. So everything I did to do with third wheeling, like a video, a photo, would just like double engagement, double views. Right. So there was one time I was just sitting there and I'm like, I need to post a video. I need some views. I was in Canada. My views were shit. And I was like, so I did.
It's like you're regretting it already.
No, I don't. I was just like, it just could have been done so much better. It was just such a poor video. Yeah. Reacting to third wheel photos. So I just Googled third wheel photos, and I was like giving them advice on the photos, like, oh, that person, oh, this is, you know, like it was crap.
No,
like,
people watch that shit.
But people loved it, and I was like this, wow. And then I did another one. But, you know, because like you've got to keep the people happy.
No, you do. You know what? If you find a horse that can run fast, you ride that cunt till its legs break.
Exactly.
Right? Especially in this thing, because then you can just go, right, I can move on to the next thing. But if something works, then that was sort of a winning formula that you found. Yeah. Is that sort of
that? Yeah, but then it's kind of like finished a little bit now, so it's just like keeping going to the next thing. But I just definitely want to keep making videos and making people laugh.
Yeah. Well, good on you. Well, thanks for coming on and having a chat.
Oh, is that it? Is it? I'm getting kicked out of my own house.
Yeah, out you go and bring in Lamar. Righto. Kanye, come to daddy. Yeah, no, thanks for having a chat, and I wish you all the best in the future. I suppose you're someone, I said it to you earlier, you're someone that I would envy, because I've sat there and gone, I could have gone two ways with my content, and I could have been a lot more wealthier now than what I am. But you know, you're actually a really good guy, and you're not full of shit like a lot of people are. And I'm always like, I'm suspect with anyone.
You've got the eyes. You've got the suspect eyes.
Yeah. Especially someone that's like, anyone that's like PG on YouTube, I'm like, fucking, what are you trying to hide? You filthy fuck. But nah, you deserve all the best, and good luck with everything.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. Thank you, Jackson. We'll see you next time.